Hunter x Hunter is one of my favorite manga of all time, so I really wanted to make my first video on that. The best way to start this is to make a video talking about the main characters of the series. Today, I, King Croc, am joined by my very special best friend, Adinplore.
Hi, it's Adinplore. What's up, boys?
What is up, guys? Alright, so today we're going to talk about Gon, Killua, Kurapika, and Leorio. We're going to go over them, do an overview, our thoughts, and yeah, pretty much it, right?
Right, let's talk about the GOAT, my GOAT, Gon the man. I mean, the main character, Gon.
Yeah,
I mean, is he even the main character?
Yeah, he is, kind of, but...
For me, it's Kurapika,
mostly,
to be honest.
Well, it's kind of shifting away at the moment. For, manga readers, of course, but... Yeah, I would definitely say that for the most part of Hunter x Hunter, Gon is the main character because, especially for
he's
anime
the face of
onlys.
Hunter x Hunter.
Yeah, especially for anime onlys because, it's his dream of finding his father, becoming, a top-tier hunter to find his father.
Yeah, I feel
to
that.
see why his dad left him, basically, to become a hunter. He's not even salty that his dad left him. He's like, oh yeah, if that's so much fun, more fun than me, let's just do it. I love his optimism.
Absolutely, man. He is one of the purest characters when you start, and then his development is mad. At one point, we see it's not like Togashi just out of nowhere puts him into the level when we see him in the Chimera Ant arc, but there are been huge foreshadowing of that kind of Gon through entire series, and seeing Gon do what he did into the Chimera Ant arc not only plays into the genius writing between antagonist and protagonist, but also is one of the best written moments in all of fiction, in my opinion.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. You can see, if you really pay attention, you can see the small bits of development in Gon's personality and his way of thinking, how he sees the world, his view. His world view really changes.
Yeah,
it's like a kid
Yeah.
that realizes that the world isn't as cool as it seems from your little island with all the villagers you know and love. The world can be harsh as fuck. So
I don't really like to drop the word deconstructionist anywhere when it's a really complex word in my opinion, but when I have to describe the Chimera Ant arc, honestly that's the only word I can describe it like that, because to bring down your main character to a point where he breaks down so bad and he loses faith in everything, and he is basically giving his own life to kill somebody who basically destroyed the life of someone. Yeah, it's
it's revenge.
It's only the most unique thing that ever happened in a shonen anime of that kind, but it's one of the best moments on all of manga. Period.
Honestly, when he went wild on Pito, I was like, yo, is this the same happy-go-lucky Gon from the Hunter exam? Is this even the same person?
Is this my pure kid? When you just watch that, rewatch that scene in YouTube and go watch the first opening of Hunter x Hunter. And
yeah, no, he looks so happy-go-lucky.
He's gonna be a different guy. He just changes it all. It's that from the first perspective, a lot of people confuse. They are oh my god, this is plot armor. What is going on? And then after it, you see the huge downfall of what Gon has to pay to use that form specifically, because it's not you have just to give that, and it's not it's your Nine Tails power. Come on, it's one of the.
It's not a gift. It's just it's a trade-off, a huge trade-off.
Nan is not the perfect, because nothing is perfect, but Nan is the closest system to a perfect system in shonen.
I honestly love the Nen power system, different kinds of Nen.
It's perfect to me because it's not only inspired by JoJo, but it's a JoJo's reference, so that's my thing.
Yeah. Yeah, you're a huge JoJo fanboy. Me too, by the way. Stay tuned for more JoJo content. But anyway,
yeah. By the way, talking about JoJo, we made a JoJo video on my channel. That's a shameless
you should
plug.
definitely go check that out.
That's a shameless
link in the description to Adimplore's channel.
Okay. Let's. Other things I like about Gon, his determination. His
Mhm.
honestly, like his eyes are so pure through the entire series.
Yeah, and his smile warms my
His
heart,
smile is amazing,
honestly.
and his what I really like is in the Hunter exams when Killua was taken away and everybody starts discussing like really intense, and he still is holding Illumi's hand, and he's just like, everyone shut up! That this is like we're caring about Killua. Like he's care about someone that he just met like a week ago.
Yeah,
It's
it's
like
insane.
amazing. Like he's about to give everything just for that kid,
He's
and
so
that just
sweet. He's
shows
so
like
sweet.
how much like Gun is as a character.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you. His sweetness, his care, just his kindness is just next
Amazing.
level,
Yeah, I love him.
honestly. All right, so I guess that wraps it up for Gon. Let's move on to the next character, Killua.
Killua
All right,
Zoldyck. I love
Killua
Killua.
Zodiac. I love Killua so much. Like you can definitely see
Yeah.
that how much
Honestly,
he's trying. I think that one of the most important points for me about Killua is how much he's trying to like connect with Gon,
yeah,
to become his friend, to be there for him, to support him, to help him, to grow alongside
absolutely.
him.
I think that
Because like
yeah, I think being born in a family like Killua has, and we see how psychologically damaged he is at one point in the series,
mhm,
and to see him be progress to a point where not only he becomes at the point like in time he's more friendly than Gon, and to imagine
yeah,
that like is just like wow. The thing I really like about Killua, for me at least, Killua is the embodiment of Hunter x Hunter, honestly, because not only he embodies everything what Togashi was going for in Hunter x Hunter, progression of a character, self liking yourself and finding something more about yourself. Because if let's be honest,
confidence.
yeah, if Killua didn't
Yeah.
find Gon, like Killua will be no better than Illumi, for example. So
Well, see, if he didn't find Gon, I think that he would have been like even worse than Illumi. He was like he
yeah,
was being prepped as like the next thing, like
yeah.
after Silva, after Zeno. Like he was prepped as like the next head of the Zodiaku family. Like
Yeah, I'd
that's the
expect him
thing
one
about
day
him.
to be like as strong or even stronger than Netero and be like an assassin. So that would have
Yeah, he
really
could
go
have been
good.
a next level
Yeah,
assassin, like Silva level, like at least. He
yeah, of
had so
course.
much. He has so
Silva
much
is
potential
really
still.
strong, to be honest. You just don't.
Silva and Zeno are really
Yeah,
strong. Like, who's
absolutely.
stronger though, Silva or Zeno?
I mean, Silva, like, is he in his prime? Is he considered in his prime?
I really don't know. Maybe he's a little bit past it because he looks old in his face. Anyway, let's get back to Killua. Let's get back to Killua.
Yeah,
This is another topic. We can do another video on this, but um, I think that one of also the most important points about Killua and his interactions with Gon is like, as you can notice, Killua is more of a follower, and Gon is like the leader. Like Gon is like the more dominant one in their friendship, because like you can see
yeah, I can see
Killua
that.
doing all that shit for Gon, following Gon around, and Gon cares about Killua, of course, but it seems like Gon cares even more about his ambition than about the well-being of his friends.
Yeah, I can imagine
sometimes.
that. I can imagine that. Killua, like, the thing that really, like, made me love Killua, like, for me, my favorite moment from Killua, that I can think of at least, like, there are a lot, but the one that I really can think on top of my head is from the Greed Island arc, when he was holding the ball and Gon was shooting it, and the amount of pressure that was going through, like, the ball made Killua's hand, like, absolutely, like, you know that moment? Like, when
Yeah, I
Killua's hand,
remember
yeah,
that.
that's, like, amazing. Like,
That was insane.
not only show how a beast is Killua, but he showed that, like, you think of Gon and you're like, oh my god, Gon is doing an amazing job, how strong is he, like, this is amazing, and you look at Killua and you see that Killua is actually, like, the job, because like, not even, I don't think that even Hisoka could have done the job, like, as good as Killua did, like, in that room
that's
specifically.
because Killua's training is like
Yeah, it's
on another
amazing, like,
level.
he's
It's
like
precision
trained from a kid, like,
assassination.
yeah, it's amazing.
And Illumi has that too. Like, of course, there's Zodiaku, like, of course.
Yeah.
But you can definitely see that with Killua. He's definitely a very good assassin. We could see that from the beginning. Like, I had this when I first watched Hunter x Hunter, like way back. I got like kind of creepy vibes from Killua in the beginning because like he seemed
Absolutely.
like a kind, happy-go-lucky kid. But like that could switch in like a split second. He could like his eyes, you could see it in his eyes, and he could like sharpen his nails.
Yeah, but I think that by the end of the series, by the end of the anime specifically, I think that he becomes a really trustworthy person.
Yeah,
to
he
anyone.
becomes a lot more trustworthy because he learned how to be friends with
Yeah,
people.
and his final arc with
kind-
his sister proves how kind-hearted he became.
Yeah, he became I think he had that kind-heartedness always in him, but it's just his family wouldn't really allow it.
I was talking to
blossom.
I was talking to my friend on Twitter about this, and it said Killua could have said like, okay, let's order my sister to kill Ildomi, but he didn't really do that. He was like, just send him home, and that's another.
Yeah, he could have easily.
It's amazing. I love it.
I love Killua. So let's move on to Kurapika.
Honestly, Kurapika is my main character. I love to think him as my favorite from the main cast, but it's a draw between him and Killua for me. From me, Kurapika,
it's between Kurapika and Gon. Definitely.
I see. Kurapika is like a character which was like more of like. It was foreshadowed from the first like episode that Togashi Araki. See, my JoJo things are getting to me. Togashi was gonna use Kurapika to basically make a big arc out of him, but besides that, like, it's not only your arc; it's way more than that. And
because of the Phantom Troop thing, with his clan, special powers.
My favorite thing about Kurapika is that how he can be like in a story, absolutely fit into the story, and same he can be outside of that story, like not even be in the story, and still live up to him. For example, like. I personally felt the miss of in the Chimera Ant arc. I personally felt that Hisoka where he wasn't there. Like I felt that. Honestly, I did.
Yeah.
But for Kurapika, I didn't, because like it just made no sense for him to be there, because his powers have so much limitations. Like he is like technically the strongest person like alive, if you think about that. But he can only use it for he can only use it for the Phantom Troop.
Just too many drawbacks.
Yeah,
but in a pinch, it can be so effective. Imagine you just put on the chain on someone and say like, "You can't breathe, Lamau. You can't breathe." He could put a condition on there like, "Hey, Lamau, you can't breathe anymore. If you breathe, you die, Lamau." But if you hold your breath, you also die.
If she breathes, she's a thought.
Kurapika could do that.
Absolutely. Kurapika is my to-go-to for my profile pictures. I love him.
I love him so much, man. He's crazy, honestly. But the thing I had with him in the beginning, I thought he was a girl, actually. Like,
I mean, everyone did. I mean, I questioned his gender.
Except for the French version.
Yeah,
I questioned. In the French version, he has a deep voice. Like, he has a deep voice. In the French version.
Wow! I questioned his gender. Like the only time I really realized that he's a boy is like in the last episode when he was dressing all black, and I was like, "Oh, this is a boy." For the rest, I actually was questioning his gender.
He kind of like
it became a meme. It became a meme.
Kind of like they're kind of dressed kind of thing. So yeah. But the thing with his clan, that's what really intrigues me. Like, about their eyes.
Honestly, he's just a better Sasuke. No offense.
He is literally a better Sasuke.
Yeah, that moment when you realize that the creator of Naruto can't come up with any original shit. So he has to steal the Hunter exam, he has to steal all the makeup. Oh, sorry.
That's Boku no Hero. Sorry, Boku no Hero stands, but...
It's all of them.
Boku no Hero is basically Hunter x Hunter plus Naruto.
Naruto is basically Hunter x Hunter, just worse.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Alright, but that's definitely Kurapika. I don't think there's much more to say.
Yeah, the only thing I want to add to Kurapika is that my favorite moment from Kurapika is specifically in the York New arc, where the idea of him just leaving Hisoka, he didn't like betray Hisoka whatsoever. He stayed to the word. You're gonna fight Chrollo, but he was just like, you're gonna fight Chrollo in my conditions. So Chrollo just goes there, he has no power, and Hisoka's face in that moment is the best Hunter x Hunter moment, period. Like, you know when he makes his like sad face when he realizes that, that's like the best. That's like goals.
My Kurapika moment, one of my favorite Kurapika moments, because there are a few that I really like, but him beating the shit out of Yuvogan.
Oh my god, that was
gold.
That's like goldy.
That's like one of the best fights. Out of like the physically strongest Phantom Troop member, and he beat the crap out of him, like totally.
Yeah. It just proves how overpowered Kurapika is, and how much limitations he put to him.
That was like pretty early on in the story.
I know,
and
right?
To see a Phantom Troop member get his ass beat by Kurapika was like a wake-up call, as in, like,
Absolutely.
Kurapika, we're sleeping on him. Like, we were sleeping on him at the time. Like, we knew he had some potential, but, like, at the time, we were kind of all sleeping on him.
Yeah.
That's what my opinion is. All right, that was Kurapika.
Now we
Let's
have
go
my
to
boy. Honestly, the most
Leorio.
underrated from the main cast. That's my boy
Yeah,
Leorio.
He gets overlooked, but
Leorio
he's a genius.
he's not the strongest. Sure,
No.
he's not like the best written character. Sure, he doesn't have the story arcs. Sure, he's not like anywhere as important as the other three. But Leorio is one of, if not the best character in terms of character. He brings everything what Hunter x Hunter needs that doesn't have. Like,
Yeah.
Leorio, like in the election arc, when Togashi took the risk to make Leorio punch Ging or
Punch
Jing, that is like my favorite moment
He
from
punched,
all
like,
of Hunter x Hunter. That's like
The
amazing.
character that we
bro.
were so anticipating, like Jin
And that
Freaks,
punch is like, oh
and he
boy,
punches him like right in the face, like he just.
amazing.
Oh, that was because, like, imagine, like, all of the series we've been waiting for Jin Furiksu, right? Like, Gon is like, I want to be like my dad, a hunter. I want to find him, and then Leorio's just like, hey, Gon's dad. Lamao beats him in his face, like he just hits him in the face.
Leorio is like not
Leorio has
only
balls.
underrated, but he's like underappreciated.
See, what I think about Leorio is that he represents, like, kind of the more human side, I guess, of the main cast. Like, because we see Gon having,
Yeah,
like, unreal
I
powers,
can see that.
and
Yeah,
Killua being raised as
he's
an
not-
assassin.
He's not really
Kurapika
there.
having
Yeah, he's
true
not like
killer intent.
Yeah. He's not like the embodiment of all humanity. For example, what Natero was going for. He's not like
No.
his story is like a monster to a human, like
it's not
Meruem.
that.
Like he's not like that. He's like a simple person dragged into this crazy world, and seeing him
He's more
like,
relatable.
yeah,
Like,
he's
he's more relatable.
He's really
to us.
relatable. He's the Josuke of Hunter x Hunter.
Yeah, I would agree with that. He is, like,
Absolutely.
he's kind of dragged in there. He's more relatable to us. He's like Usopp in One Piece. Like, he's just a normal person that gets stronger. And not to forget, Leorio is actually kind of smart, but he's kind of a goofball. But I love him. I love him a lot.
Yeah,
You
he's
can see
he's
in his
amazing.
ambition. Like, yeah, he wants to make money. Yeah, he wants to be rich, this and that. But, like, he changes. Like, he isn't as simple as he was in the beginning. He learns. He goes through a lot of shit.
Yeah, I agree.
But I think he definitely gets overlooked because, like, with the whole Kurapika arc and with all the shit that Gon and Killua have been through, like, Ryorio
Yeah.
gets forgotten. But I think he's more of a behind-the-scenes guy. Like,
Yeah. He's
Like,
he's like
a
in
char-
all of the
like-
arcs, honestly, but it's just like he's not in the Chimera Ant arc on it, and what other arc he's not like. I can't think of like properly.
I
Like-
can't think out of the top of my head, but Chimera and Arc, he wasn't there at all.
Yeah, I
But
know,
he wouldn't
but
fit in there. He wouldn't fit
he
in.
wouldn't fit in there. Like they had.
But he was very important in election.
I was
Election, he
thinking
very
that I was
important.
thinking that Togashi might just drop him there just to like make an emotional moment and like to kill him potentially, which made me sad because I was thinking about that for a while. But I honestly preferred him without being there because he wouldn't fit there.
Yeah, it wouldn't have fit in, and that's why
Yeah.
he was such a good asset to the
Yeah.
election arc.
Even plays
Like,
more
that's
to
what I
his
think.
character because it shows that he's not into the supernatural battles for the world.
Supernatural
He's
badass,
more,
like,
yeah, he's more
assassin,
about
killer.
yeah, he's more about the its own like human like side when it comes when it needs like to save Gon, who is like an friend of him. He's there, and he made the entire like squad of like hunters in the like
Mhm.
election arc like basically cry for Gon, and just that
Yeah,
moment is
definitely.
absolutely amazing.
So yeah, I think that you can see, like, Gon represents, like, the happy-go-lucky adventurer, but he changes over time.
Absolutely.
They have Killua, the assassin, the cold-hearted assassin that becomes a real sweetheart over time.
Yeah.
And we have Kurapika, who's really set on revenge, but also goes through a lot of personal developments and learns a lot about the world. Now we have Leorio, which represents more like the human, official guy in a suit, book stuff kind of guy, like more relatable
Yeah.
person, as in what he does and how he acts.
Yeah.
So I think that pretty much sums up our thoughts and
Yeah.
slash analysis on the main cast of Hunter x Hunter.
Yeah, I'm sure that Croc will take the time to make individual videos about them, like analyzing deeper than that. I'm sure
yeah,
he will,
I'll analyze more in depth, definitely.
because
but-
he loves Hunter x Hunter. So do
I
I. So
do. I really do.
I think
And
it's
of
his
course,
favorite
there's gonna
series.
there's gonna be a tons of collaborations between me and Adinplore. Like I said, he's a very special best friend to me. So like, oh, there's a lot coming up. Believe me, you ain't ready yet. I think I'm just gonna close this video now by wishing you guys all a very nice day and hoping to catch you in the next video.
Bye.
Peace.